Okay, we're going to take a look at an app called Write-On Handwriting, which is an app that helps you to, we'll come back to the options here, an app that helps you to learn how to draw the shapes of the alphabet and numbers, so uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and then numbers. Going on to the cog down here shows you some information here, tells you a little bit about the app and why it was created, and then this is where you can clear all of your achievements, and you simply press that to do that. And I'll show you what that means a little bit later, but let's go ahead and open up the uppercase ABCs, and what you get are a selection of different exercises based on how the letters are formed. So you've got curve 1, curve 2, dive and across, dive down 1, dive down 2, dive and retrace, slant 1, slant 2, and then single letters. So let's go ahead and open up curve 1 for an example here and show you how this app works.
Start at the top line, curve left and down. Now you try.
So as you can see, you see a short demonstration of how to use or how to draw the shape of the letter C in this case, and you can see down the bottom here we've got C, G and O, which are the letters we're going to concentrate on uppercase. You've got an option to learn and practice, so I'll show you what that means, and then you can also change the color that you want to trace in. So if we change it to red, when I do this you'll see that it is red. As we complete that letter we get a short reward, and we move on to the next letter, which will be the G.
At the top line,
and you can see it's in red, and like I said,
and down,
you can change that to any color you like. You'll also see that you've got the top line, the midline, and the writing line there to give you some guidance. And now it's our turn to try. I recommend to do this with a stylus. When I had Benjamin work on this app, he did the whole thing with a stylus. And then it should move on to the final letter in this series, which would be the letter O.
At the top line, curve left and down, continue curving around.
Then it will draw the arrow showing you the direction of which you should trace. If at any time you want to repeat the instruction and you're not sure, you just simply press this down here.
Start at the top line,
and it'll show you them again.
Curve left and down, continue curving around.
And then it will be your turn to complete that letter.
Now you try.
And finish the project. Now at any time if you should go offline like this, it will restart. Okay, so you can't, it's very particular about having to follow the exact shape. Okay, let me go all the way around. See, I didn't finish that properly. And you will have completed that section. Now if you go back into practice here, what this does, it changes from practice to learn down here, and you can change that at any time, and basically it just lets you practice those letters over and over again. And we're going to practice the C here. And you'll continue to go through practice on those letters. Now if we go back out to the home screen, you'll see that we've got a smiley face next to those letters, and we've completed that exercise. That works the same way throughout all of the uppercase letters. If you go on to the single letters, you'll get given the option to work on any letter you like. And click on the letter M. Now something to speed this up is if you're familiar with the app and you want to just skip to the exercise, you simply touch it and it'll show you that. Now you'll see we've got different colored letters on here because we start to go down and then we have to go the other way to complete that. Change that over to practice, and then you get to practice this as many times as you like without the arrows on the letters. So a little bit differently. Change the color so you can write in your favorite color. Again, having to stay within. If you get stuck, the arrows do appear to give you some help in how to create the shape. So practice can go from very simple to advanced. Obviously, you've got no help on here of which way to go, but if you get confused and you keep going offline, the arrows will appear and so on. Go back to the home screen. Let's go ahead and have a look at lowercase. Works exactly the same way, of course. You've got a different set of letters here in different groups: curve 1, curve 2, dive 1, dive 2, down, up and over 1, down, up and over 2, slant right, left to right. And then you've got your single letters. So if we go ahead and have a look at left to right, we can now skip through the instruction if we feel comfortable to do that, simply by touching the screen. And then we would trace that letter. You can also skip the reward by touching the screen.
Start at the midline.
And then you'll notice when we go back to the home screen on this section, we get the smiley face because we've completed those letters. So each of these groups works on a different way that the letters are formed, from the curves, from the diagonal, from the left to the right, and the up and down, and the retrace. So going back out, let's have a look at the final section, which are numbers. And we work on different groups again: first group, middle group, and last group, based on different things, where you've got the first group of 1, 4, 5, and 6, then you've got 2, 3, and 7, and also, of course, you can notice the different shapes that you're working on, and then the last group of 8, 9, and 0, and then single numbers. So as you click on a single number here,
Start at the top line, dive down, go right, go to the top line, dive down.
it shows you how to do that.
Now you try.
And then you would complete the number. You go back to the screen, you'll notice that the number 4 is now complete. So that's basically how the app works. It certainly helps kids to understand how to create the shapes for the uppercase, lowercase, and the numbers. I do recommend using a stylus with this app, but if you do get a chance, take a look. The app is called Write-On Handwriting.